What if I told you some animals thought to be gone forever, vanished into the pages of history, were suddenly found alive? Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. In a world full of mysteries, nature often surprises us in ways we least expect. Animals are declared extinct when they've gone unseen for decades or centuries without evidence of their existence. But sometimes these creatures reappear against all odds, offering hope and a sense of wonder about what else might still be out there, waiting to be rediscovered. These rediscoveries remind us that nature is resilient, and our understanding of the world is far from complete. Today, we're diving into 11 incredible stories of animals that were thought extinct but miraculously found alive. Each tale represents nature's ability to endure, despite seemingly insurmountable challenges. Before we jump into these amazing rediscoveries, let's quickly understand what it means for a species to be labeled extinct. When scientists declare an animal extinct, it's because they believe no remaining individuals of that species are left on Earth. This often happens due to habitat destruction, climate change, or human activities like hunting and deforestation. Sometimes it's simply because these animals are so elusive that they evade detection for years, or even centuries. For example, when habitats are destroyed, animals are forced into hiding in areas too remote for humans to explore. This leads to cases where species are declared extinct prematurely, only for someone to stumble upon them later in the most unexpected places. Now that we know why these mistakes happen, let's jump straight into the incredible stories of these extinct animals that have made stunning comebacks. Coelacanth, the living fossil, rediscovered. Imagine the shock when a creature believed to have vanished alongside the dinosaurs 66 million years ago was found alive in the Indian Ocean. This is the story of the coelacanth, an ancient fish dubbed a living fossil. The scientific community was left astounded by this rediscovery. The tale begins in 1938, near the coast of South Africa, when a local fisherman hauled up an unusual-looking fish. Its blue, scaly body and strange limb-like fins were unlike anything known to science at the time. When Marjorie Courtney Latimer, a museum curator, saw the catch, she immediately suspected it was extraordinary. Scientists later confirmed that this was a coelacanth, a species last seen in the fossil record from the Cretaceous period. The discovery was a shocker because this fish isn't just old. It predates dinosaurs, with its lineage stretching back over 400 million years. Its anatomy includes unique features like lobed fins, which scientists believe may offer clues about the evolution of land animals. The rediscovery of the coelacanth not only rewrote biology textbooks, but also reminded the world of how little we truly know about the depths of our oceans. It's a testament to nature's ability to surprise us, even in an age of advanced exploration. Who knows what else could be lurking in the unexplored corners of the world's waters? Lazarus pygmy frog, back from the brink. Imagine being so rare and elusive that the world assumes you're gone forever, only to make a surprising comeback decades later. That's the story of the Lazarus pygmy frog, a tiny amphibian that defied extinction and stunned the scientific community with its reappearance. For 30 years, the Lazarus pygmy frog was presumed extinct. Its habitat, remote, dense rainforests, made it nearly impossible to study or even spot. These frogs are masters of camouflage, blending seamlessly into their environment, adding to the difficulty of finding them. But in an extraordinary turn of events, researchers stumbled upon a small population of these frogs thriving in the heart of the rainforest. What makes the Lazarus pygmy frog even more fascinating is its ability to survive in extreme conditions. These frogs have evolved to adapt to fluctuating temperatures, irregular rainfall, and even the gradual degradation of their habitat. Their resilience is a testament to the incredible adaptability of life on Earth. The rediscovery of the Lazarus pygmy frog is more than just a win for biodiversity. It is a powerful reminder that hope exists, even for species thought to be lost. This tiny amphibian has inspired conservationists and reignited efforts to protect the fragile ecosystems it calls home. Could more lost species hide in the shadows, waiting to be found? Takahe Bird, a feathered miracle. Rediscovered. What if I told you a bird thought to have vanished forever was found alive in the rugged wilderness of New Zealand? Meet the Takahe, a flightless bird with vibrant blue and green feathers once declared extinct. For 50 years, the world believed this unique species was lost, until a farmer's discovery in 1948 changed everything. The story of the Takahe is nothing short of extraordinary. This bird was last officially habitat destruction and invasive predators had seemingly wiped it out. But in 1948, Jeffrey Orwell, an amateur ornithologist and local farmer, refused to accept the extinction. he succeeded. In an isolated valley, he found a small population of takahes thriving in the wild. The takahes rediscovery was a monumental event for New Zealand and conservation efforts worldwide. Since then, dedicated programs have worked tirelessly to protect the species, breeding them in captivity and reintroducing them into predator-free reserves. Takahe's story is a powerful reminder that persistence and hope can lead to incredible discoveries. It's proof that nature still holds secrets waiting to be revealed by those who refuse to give up. Could other extinct creatures be hiding in the shadows, waiting to be rediscovered? Night Parrot, the enigma of the outback. Imagine a bird so elusive that it evaded human eyes for over a century, leaving scientists to believe it was gone forever. This is the story of the Night Parrot, a small green and yellow bird native to Australia that seemed to vanish from the face of the earth for nearly 100 years. Its rediscovery is one of the most thrilling chapters in conservation history. Known for its nocturnal habits and impeccable camouflage, the night parrot has long been a mystery. By the early 1900s, sightings of the bird dwindled to nothing, and it was officially declared extinct. But the night parrot's story took a dramatic turn in 2013, when Australian naturalist John Young made an extraordinary discovery. Deep in the arid outback, Young not only spotted the bird but managed to capture photographs and recordings of its haunting calls, providing irrefutable evidence of its existence. What makes the night parrot so fascinating is its ability to survive in some of the harshest conditions on the planet. Found in the remote deserts of Queensland, this bird thrives in spinifex grasslands, where temperatures soar during the day and plummet at night. Its nocturnal lifestyle and incredible adaptability have helped it stay hidden for so long. Conservationists are racing against time to protect this rare bird and its fragile habitat. The rediscovery of the night parrot isn't just a scientific triumph, it's a beacon of hope for other lost species. If this bird could survive unnoticed for a century, who knows what other secrets the wild still holds? Fernandina Giant Tortoise. A century-long mystery solved. Imagine discovering a creature thought to be extinct for over 100 years. An animal so rare that its existence feels like a miracle. This is the story of the Fernandina Giant Tortoise, a species once believed to have vanished forever until its dramatic rediscovery in 2019 on the Galapagos Islands. The Fernandina Giant Tortoise, scientifically known as Chelonoidus fantasticus, was last documented in 1906. Over the decades, its apparent absence led experts to believe it had succumbed to habitat destruction, volcanic activity, and invasive species. However, hope never truly faded. Conservationists suspected the tortoise might still exist on the remote and largely inaccessible Fernandina Island, a harsh volcanic landscape. In 2019, their optimism paid off. A dedicated team of researchers from the Galapagos Conservancy and the Ecuadorian government discovered a single female tortoise, estimated to be well over 100 years old. Nicknamed Fernanda, her rediscovery reignited efforts to protect the species and search for others like her on the island. Genetic testing later confirmed her identity as a Fernandina Giant Tortoise species member. This rediscovery underscores the critical importance of conservation. It highlights species' resilience despite immense challenges and demonstrates how focused efforts can lead to extraordinary results. The Fernandina Giant Tortoise now symbolizes hope for other species declared extinct, but potentially surviving in the shadows of remote wilderness. Could this begin a new chapter for one of the world's rarest animals? Only time and continued conservation efforts will tell. Lord Howe Island Stick. Insect, the tree lobster, that defied extinction. What if I told you a creature believed to be extinct for nearly a century was found clinging to survival on a rocky outcrop in the middle of the ocean? Meet the Lord Howe Island stick insect, often nicknamed the tree lobster, due to its large size and robust appearance. Once declared extinct in the 1920s, this insect's astonishing rediscovery has become a symbol of hope and resilience. The Lord Howe Island stick insect was native to Lord Howe Island, a small landmass in the Tasman Sea between Australia and New Zealand. The species was thought to have been wiped out after rats were introduced to the island in 1918. By the 1920s, no stick insects could be found, leading scientists to classify them as extinct. But in 2001, climbers exploring Ball's Pyramid, a remote and rocky outcrop about 12 miles from Lord Howe Island, made an unbelievable discovery. They found a tiny population of these extinct insects surviving in a small patch of vegetation on the nearly barren peak. The insects had adapted to this harsh environment, clinging to survival in isolation. Conservationists immediately launched a breeding program to ensure the species' survival. Thanks to their efforts, The Lord Howe Island stick insect is making a remarkable comeback, with thousands of individuals bred in captivity, and plans to reintroduce them to their native habitat. This story isn't just about a species surviving against all odds. It's about how human intervention can undo past mistakes. The tree lobster rediscovery reminds us that even the smallest creatures deserve our protection and attention. Who knows how many more lost species might still be out there waiting to be saved. Cuban Solenodon, the venomous survivor. Imagine a rare and mysterious creature that disappeared for nearly 80 years, only to re-emerge and surprise scientists with its unique and unusual traits. This is the story of the Cuban Solenodon, a small, shrew-like mammal native to Cuba that was thought to be extinct until its remarkable rediscovery in 2003. The Cuban Solenodon is unlike most mammals. One of its most fascinating characteristics is its venomous bite, a rare trait among mammals. It uses grooves in its teeth to inject venom into prey, making it both a skilled hunter and an evolutionary anomaly. This quirky animal is nocturnal, elusive, and prefers dense forests, partly explaining why it remained hidden for so long. Believed to have gone extinct due to habitat destruction and the introduction of invasive species like rats and mongoose, the Cuban Solenodons seemed to vanish in the early 20th century. However, in 2003, scientists conducting a field survey were stunned to find living specimens in the wild. These small, burrowing creatures had survived in isolated and inaccessible areas of Cuba, far from human interference. The rediscovery of the Cuban Solenodon reignited efforts to study and protect the species. It also highlighted the need to conserve Cuba's unique ecosystems, where many other rare and endemic species might still be hiding. The Cuban Solenodon's venomous bite and remarkable resilience make it a standout example of how evolution produces surprising adaptations, even in the most challenging environments. This tiny survivor reminds us of nature's mysteries, and its story underscores the importance of conserving the habitats where these lost creatures thrive. What other hidden wonders might still be lurking in the wild? Bermuda Petrel, a bird's 330-year fight for survival. Imagine being declared extinct for over 3 centuries, only to make an incredible comeback when the world least expects it. That's the astonishing story of the Bermuda Petrel, a seabird native to Bermuda, also known as the Howe. Believed to have disappeared since the 1600s, this bird's rediscovery in the 1950s became one of the most remarkable conservation success stories ever. The Bermuda Petrel was thought to have been wiped out by the early settlers of Bermuda, who hunted it for food and introduced predators like rats and cats to the island. For over 300 years, no confirmed bird sightings were recorded, and it was presumed lost forever. However, in 1951, a team led by naturalist David Wingate discovered a small population of Bermuda petrels nesting in rocky islets off the coast of Bermuda. Against all odds, these birds had survived in isolation, clinging to life in one of the few places safe from human interference. What makes the Bermuda petrel story truly inspiring is the effort that followed its rediscovery. Conservationists immediately began working to protect the species, creating artificial nesting sites and eradicating predators from its habitat. Thanks to their tireless dedication, the Bermuda petrel population has steadily grown from 18 pairs in the 1950s to over 100. The Bermuda petrel's resilience is a powerful reminder of nature's perseverance, even against overwhelming odds. Its survival highlights the importance of human intervention in conserving critically endangered species. This bird's 330-year comeback isn't just a win for biodiversity. It's a symbol of hope for every species believed to be lost. Could there be other stories like this waiting to be uncovered? Only time and continued conservation efforts will tell. Javan Elephant, a gentle giant, rediscovered. What if I told you a species believed to have disappeared in the 1700s wasn't extinct after all, but living quietly in a different land? This is the fascinating story of the Javan elephant, a subspecies of the Asian elephant thought to have been lost centuries ago, only to be rediscovered in Borneo. The Javan elephant was native to the lush forests of Java, Indonesia. Historical records suggest that they were hunted extensively and their habitats destroyed during colonial expansion in the 18th century. By the late 1700s, the Javan elephant was declared extinct. However, a curious discovery in Borneo in recent years raised questions about its fate. Researchers found a small population of forest elephants that exhibited unique characteristics distinct from the typical Bornean elephants. Genetic studies provided the breakthrough. These elephants are believed to be descendants of Javan elephants, who relocated to Borneo centuries ago. It's theorized that the elephants were transported to Borneo by the Sultan of Sulu as a royal gift, or for ceremonial purposes. Over time, they adapted to their new environment, surviving in isolation and avoiding the fate of their counterparts on Java. This rediscovery is not just a scientific revelation, it underscores the importance of preserving fragmented populations. The Javan elephant, now thriving in Borneo, serves as a living reminder of the resilience of nature and the intricate history of human-animal interactions. Efforts are underway to protect these unique elephants and their habitats, ensuring their survival for future generations. The story of the Javan elephant challenges us to think differently about extinction and the possibilities of rediscovery. What other species, long thought to be lost, might still be hidden in unexpected places? Terror skink, the fierce predator, back from the shadows. What if I told you a creature with a fearsome reputation and a name to match was thought to be extinct, only to reappear decades later? Meet the terror skink, a rare and elusive reptile native to the remote islands of New Caledonia. Known for its sharp teeth and unique predatory behavior, the terror skink was presumed extinct in the 1990s, until its dramatic rediscovery proved otherwise. The terror skink, scientifically known as Phoboscincus bocorti, is a large, carnivorous lizard that stands out among its reptilian relatives. Unlike most skinks, which are insectivores, this skink is a true predator. With razor-sharp teeth and a muscular body, it preys on small animals, including other lizards. Its aggressive nature and predatory instincts earned it the ominous nickname terror skink. The skink was believed to be extinct for decades, with no confirmed sightings since the 19th century. Then, in 2003, researchers exploring the tiny islet of Île des Pins in New Caledonia made an extraordinary discovery: a living terror skink. This remote habitat, untouched by invasive species like rats, allowed the skink to survive undetected for so long. Rediscovering the terror skink underscores species' resilience in isolated environments and highlights the importance of preserving untouched ecosystems. Its unique role as a top predator in its habitat is crucial for maintaining ecological balance. Conservationists are now advocating protecting its limited range to ensure this fascinating reptile doesn't fall into obscurity. The story of the terror skink reminds us that even the fiercest creatures can be vulnerable. Its rediscovery raises hope that other extinct predators may still lurk in the wild, waiting to surprise us. Ivory-Billed Woodpecker, the ghost bird of the forest. What if I told you one of the most iconic birds in history, believed to have vanished over a century ago, still sparks debates about its existence? Meet the Ivory-Billed Woodpecker, a majestic bird native to the dense forests of the southeastern United States. Often referred to as the Lord God bird for its striking appearance, this species was thought to have gone extinct in the early 1900s. Yet sightings and stories continue to fuel hope for its survival. The ivory-billed woodpecker once thrived in old-growth forests, using its powerful beak to forage insects in decaying trees. However, widespread deforestation and hunting in the 19th and early 20th centuries decimated its population. By the 1940s, it was considered extinct, with no verified sightings for decades. In 2004, a reported sighting in Arkansas reignited the debate. Researchers claimed to have seen the bird, and even captured blurry footage. Yet the evidence was inconclusive, leading to intense scrutiny from the scientific community. Some experts argue the sightings could be misidentifications of the pileated woodpecker, a similar-looking species. In contrast, others remain convinced that small populations of the ivory-billed woodpecker may still exist in remote, undisturbed forests. The controversy surrounding the ivory-billed woodpecker highlights the challenges of studying elusive species and the thin line between extinction and survival. While no concrete evidence has emerged, the possibility of its survival has inspired conservationists to protect the habitats where it might still be hiding. Whether it's a ghost bird of the past or a hidden treasure of the present, the ivory-billed woodpecker symbolizes humanity's longing to reconnect with lost pieces of nature. Could this bird still be out there, flying unseen in untouched forests? Only time and persistent effort will reveal the truth. Lessons from Rediscoveries. The rediscovery of species once thought extinct is more than just a testament to the wonders of nature. It's a wake-up call about the importance of biodiversity and conservation efforts. Every species, no matter how small or obscure, plays a critical role in maintaining the balance of our ecosystems. When even one species disappears, a chain reaction can ripple through entire ecosystems, affecting plants, animals, and even humans. These rediscoveries remind us that not all hope is lost, even in the face of grim predictions. They highlight nature's resilience and some species' incredible ability to adapt and survive in challenging conditions. However, they also serve as a stark reminder of the ongoing threats many species face today, such as habitat destruction, climate change, and human interference. Modern exploration techniques and advanced technologies have significantly influenced these rediscoveries. Tools like satellite imaging, remote cameras, and genetic testing have made it possible to uncover the hidden corners of our world and validate the existence of these lost species. Dedicated researchers and conservationists, often working in extreme conditions, have also shown how determination and innovation can lead to incredible breakthroughs. Conclusion: these rediscoveries remind us that nature is resilient and full of surprises. They offer hope and inspiration, proving that life can endure even in a rapidly changing world. Now it's your turn. Let us know in the comments which rediscovery amazed you the most. And if you enjoyed this journey into nature's miracles, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating content. Let's continue to explore the extraordinary resilience of the natural world together.